Hey, welcome to Wolf's Watch. I'm Wolf. This is 5 things that'll eat your profits when you are making the changes you need to make in order to grow your business, stay in business, maintain your profit margin in this kind of chaotic economic environment we've got right now. This is part one. You notice these are a little bit out of order. There's some reason for that because the others really need to come before this. However, and you go back and review those if you don't remember. But the thing is, with part one, this is something that is a crucial mistake that you really need to avoid. This is something to get something to write with because this is going to be a game changer for you if you want to not be in what Ken Blanchard Companies reports as 70% of the change initiatives fail in the business world. So think about that. If you do not want to be in that 70%, this is one of the things that you really need to pay attention to. Ready to write something down here. Before I drop that gold nugget on you, smash the like button. Continue to be part of the conversation. Bring your questions. This is live and interactive 21st century television. And I have a story that's relevant to the thing, part one point that you need to write down and really focus on. When I was still working in aerospace, had an opportunity to be part of a $40 million software project. Now, this was we were implementing a new computer-aided design and engineering system that actually went way beyond that. That included integrating customers, but also integrating suppliers, integrating departments. So we were changing how we went about design in the process. Now, that you would have found in part two, where you re-engineer your processes before you implement new tools, before you make changes, especially when implementing software. And one of the things that we really needed to pay attention to on that was, I'm looking up in my notes here because I've got some stuff I want to make sure I don't miss. Hey, William, how you doing? Thanks for being part of the conversation, my friend. It's always good to see you. Look forward to seeing you offline in real life here in the near future as well. Hope all is well with you. So here's the thing. Being able to select the right tools for implementing the changes that you need to make. Now, on that $40 million software initiative, we spent a lot of time focused on how do we go about selecting the right tools, because we were making massive changes. This was a huge shift in how products, how we were developing products at that company. And it was also a huge shift in how the tools were applied. So we needed to be able to when looking at the tools, I'm watching the time here, we're going to keep this short for you. When we were implementing the tools, that we picked the right ones. It was crucial because the whole thing, any one of the tools being incorrect would be a single point of failure. It could bring down the entire effort. The tools needed to integrate with other pieces of software. The tools needed, so the tools needed to work with other tools. The tools needed to be something that were simple for even though they were highly trained professionals, simple for them to be able to pick up and learn. So it wasn't a massive shift from what they had been doing, even though we were shifting how they were thinking. So part of that is getting the right tool so that in the hands of the people that need to use it is more of an incremental step rather than a leap to the moon. That will ruin your effort, absolutely ruin your effort. Now, part of that, this is a sub piece that really applies to all of the 5. We've got part 5 coming up in the next episode, but not including all of the right people. Particularly, we're talking about software here. So, for example, not including the users of the software in the selection of the tools, in the planning for the implementation, and in the implementation itself. Crucial mistake. You have to have all the right people at the table in order for whatever shift you make in your business to be effective and to get the business results that you anticipated by making that change. It's easy to overlook. Early in my career, and I'll leave you with this thought. Early in my career, I led a problem solving team for something that had become a problem with the customer. And this was where we were getting into territory that, because it was the problem was not solvable, the customer was threatening the lawsuit, threatening to cancel a very long-term, multi-million dollar contract. And what stymied everybody was, this was something that a product that had been delivered for a number of years and worked well in the field, now all of a sudden was not working correctly under certain circumstances in the field. And we're attempting to work that out. The key to solving it so quickly that it embarrassed the company was having the right people in the room. And that was all. Once we got the right people in the room to look at the whole, everything that could affect that product at that point, so that we could understand what could have changed, it was very quick, very simple to identify what had changed and fix it, along with policy and procedure changes and other things to go, oh my gosh, we can't allow this to happen again. So in that case, it was having somebody from the purchasing department sitting in. We're talking customer facing engineering and manufacturing problems. Why would you have purchasing it? Because in that particular scenario, the person that was responsible for purchasing a lot of the pieces that we were assembling into the product that we shipped to the customer potentially had information that would help, and that proved to be very true. So for more on that story, ping me. I can give you a case study on that. And it was amazing. Something that took 6 months, we solved in 2 weeks. Something that had become a major problem with the customer because it's been going on for months. It's all because just need to get the right people to sit down and look at the problem from different perspectives. That's true when implementing changes, implementing new tools that are part of the changes you need to make. You need to have everybody that's affected by the tool that you're implementing, or the tools that you're implementing, involved in the upfront decision process in order to make a high quality decision so that you can move fast on the implementation once it starts. It is way more expensive. It can be 100 times or 1,000 times more expensive to fix a bad decision once the tools are being implemented. When there's a mistake, when something isn't quite right, when tools don't work with other tools that they need to integrate with, right? It's like having the wrong size wrench for a bolt. Got to run back out to wherever you're buying your wrenches at to get another one. That's a lot more expensive than taking the extra bit of time to make sure it's the correct wrench before you purchased it. So thanks for being part of Wolf's Watch. Glad you're here. I'm Wolf, and I will see you on the